Hey guys, it's Avi here, showing you the new E11R from Akuvox. It has a glass bezel on it. It is a very sleek item. I actually put this by my house over here. I have a ring to my app on my phone. I have, meanwhile, an inside station. I'm going to put a couple more stations inside. I also have it on my wife's phone. There's a nice little backlight that you could set up the brightness on it. At night, it looks really nice. A little blue light. A lot of guys that are installing these residential or in office suites. It is not vandal proof, but a lot of the other applications that it's put on, it's not as much of a concern. It is weatherproof, but again, if you need something that's going to be in much harsher weather, this isn't the unit. But this is a very, very sleek and great item. And the button is a touch button, which in the past I've worked with companies that unfortunately the touch buttons were such a headache that I would never want to push it. But this item is pretty cool in terms of how it works so well. It's not big at all. Here's my phone. Next to it's pretty much the same size. My phone's actually a little bit longer, but the Akuvox unit's a little bit slightly wider than it on it. Now, again, like I said before, I'm actually impressed very much by the video quality of the camera itself. It doesn't have WDR and all the features that they need to at this time. I think it has a digital WDR on it, but it's still giving me a very, very nice picture during the day, and actually not too bad of a picture at night for an intercom. The camera is also integrated onto my camera system via OnVIF and the RTSP stream that it has. And I'll give you a couple examples of how, some of the feature sets, if you haven't seen what Akuvox could do. So here, I get a call from the front door. There's a ring on my phone. I'm going to go inside and receive it, just so I don't have as much of a glare. Right away I could see what's going on. I could open the door, I could communicate. And very easy in terms of that. Now in terms of, you got to see my family over there. Here we go. In terms of some of the options of the app itself, on the front door, besides being able to call it at any time through my app, I can monitor, see what's going on, and then communicate if I want to, or take another picture of it. The unit, anyhow, takes pictures of most of the devices and of most of the events that are going on. So I'll give you an example. Under my activity log, if I set up motion logs that it should send me video or communicate with me, I could, but I haven't set that up here. Let me just easily press the capture log. And now, if any of you are familiar with the multi-residential cloud that they have, it shows you obviously who came in, how they released the door, and all that information. And here too, on the regular residential side, you're able to see on the cloud the actual video of who came inside. There's no extra monthly fee for any of this stuff on the residential side on a single house, as long as they pay the $8 activation fee directly to Akuvox. Only time there is a fee on a residential side is if you needed more than 3 people to have an app in the house. And if you needed to dial a traditional phone number. Now, on the app itself, where it says family member, that is where you would add other users to the system itself. You have a lot more options on it itself. I could set up temporary keys if I wanted to, to hand out if this was on a multi-residential system for dog walkers and things like that. And it would, create QR codes and different information as well. If it was a unit that had actual a keypad, then I'd be able to have codes there and configure it even for my app for what my code would be. So, and I could easily change it if I, was giving it to a housekeeper or somebody in cleaning or maintenance and wanted to switch it. Now, let's go back just to show how the unit works on the inside and how it rings everything at the same time. So you see, boom, right away it rang there at the same time. I'm going to go and show you some of the features on the inside station. So mind the mess, sorry, after quarantine I have a couple of kids here. We got a lot of work to do and trying to make things happen. But at the same time, here's my inside station. I answer it, I see exactly what's going on. I could set up different relays. I could change part of this layout if I really wanted to inside the system. And I could communicate that way. I could unlock it. And then on the other side, it would say the door's unlocked. On here, it has actually my app name. And so a lot of people want to know, why does it say, your app name over there? Well, and why is it required? Because you're an actual user. it's like a communication system, so you're a user on it. So if I actually press there, it's actually going to dial into my app as well. And then I'm going to get a communication call from it. And so here I'm going to receive it. And I'm able to see the video. Let me just mute it so we don't have double feedback. But I'm able to see the video and have a communication, with people that are in the house. So if my kids want to communicate with me, if my wife wants to quickly reach me, and the phone's in the other room, kitchen's a very easy place. Everybody's always grabbing food or doing things, So it's always quick, easy way to reach. Again, I could have a log information for it on what's going on. Now, something cool that I set up is an auto answer. And this is something you'd have to manually do on the inside station to give permission to it. But same way that I could, have different stations in the house, and I could just press my child's room and communicate straight. I don't need him to ring or answer, and it will auto answer it automatically. Hey, what's going on? Come to dinner, come to lunch. If I wanted to do that for an all call, I could as well. So I did that also for my phone with a little bit of cool programming, if anybody's interested. So I could just, call the kitchen, and the kitchen automatically barges through. So if nobody's answering me outside the house, or I'm getting that their phone's going straight to voicemail, or I'm concerned, or if I just want to communicate straight in, and I'm the parent, or if I'm if it's an employee situation at work, I could just literally go inside. If I'm worried about an elderly family member, I could quickly go inside and see what's going on as well. A lot of different applications for it. It's pretty cool in terms of being able to do that. And now I could cancel that. Now, a cool little thing that I got separately is this little security device. Some people do like to put these all through the house, including the bedrooms, and they get a little bit worried. Oh, what if I have, this inside my bedroom, and I'm forgot the video on, or because when you have the conversation choice, you have audio, video, and you're like, okay, I don't want the video on because I don't want them to be able to see me or what's going on. So this little protector, you're able to put inside of it. It's pretty cool in terms of that. On the monitor screen, on the latest firmware, I'm able to have different views split on the screen itself. Again, it's not a security monitor, but it is a quick way to be able to view something if you have, need it a couple of minutes at a time. Otherwise, straight out, probably something's going to lag. Here's a camera system that I have running on the units itself. And if you notice, I included one of the Akuvox doorbells, RTSP there. I have my front doorbell on the app here. I'm not a proponent of using a camera system on it because until stronger hardware is out, sometimes things could lag and be really delayed. But as you can see here, it's actually a sharp picture. I have it running for small periods of time, and I have my settings configured correctly. And not just correctly. I put a lot of tweaking in it, but it's not something I would commercially push for running a tremendous amount of applications. If you're doing some music like Nuvo, I've heard that works great. Some thermostat devices and applications. Again, for those kind of things, I'd reach out to the technical support and see what things have worked. It's very memory heavy to utilize all those devices, but I just wanted to show you how the RTSP works in terms of being able to have the video, full levels of communication. I could even send messages from the cloud, different devices here to see. Again, it's pretty cool. Any questions, let me know. Enjoy.